As spawning in the top left-hand corner of Pylon, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss, representing Al-Qadzia Esports. It is a creator. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the blue Terran player. We have the South Korean Terran, representing Team Liquid. It is a Cure. He canceled the taxi. He canceled the Uber. Oh no. Did not give 5 stars. Smoked. But here we go. We are setting up, and again, welcome one all to Pylon. Pylon is one of the smaller maps of the map pool. Short rushes by ground, aggression is favored here, and I bring this up just because Cure is known for aggression, especially in this matchup in TvP. Cure, he has been known to be hyper aggressive and hyper committed. We didn't really see too much of that against Zaun, though. I will say that we saw a lot of mid game instead, and Zaun was looking very impressive against Cure. But we'll see how Cure will adjust his approach coming into his fresh series here against Creator. We shall see. As a reminder, this is the elimination match, and I think everyone, myself included, are surprised to see Cure here. Again, Cure, he did struggle against Zaun, and remember, Cure, he is the runner-up. He's second place, the runner-up here of Season 1 of GSL. He's expected to make it through into the next round, but he is close to potentially not. There are 2 Protosses ahead of him. There are Creator and, of course, Zaun. There's Creator and Zaun, so he has to work through 2 Protoss players to make it through into the next round. Cure, I mean, hey, he was looking like a beast last season against Hero, went all the way to the ace match in those finals, but we haven't really seen that kind of aggressive nature that we saw last season from Cure yet. Single gas opener, so racks expand, economic opener out of Cure. His CC is going to be a little bit off center, so it's going to be slightly delayed, slightly inefficient here from Cure. Nicely done out of Creator. Nicely done. From here, Creator going for a standard opener. And we'll see, I mean, Creator, he has been one to mix in Robo-based openers. We can go for Robo, Twilight Council, Stargate. There are different tech options available here to Creator. And does open Stargate. Ooh, okay, I mean, a couple of things. On the one hand, I feel like this is quite risky. Tech lab on the way, on the factory, by the way. This is a little bit risky here for Creator. We spoke about the Stargate openers earlier. Stargate openers are ideal on larger maps. They can be quite risky on smaller maps because you are vulnerable to all-ins, more so than usual. So this is a bit of a risk. Meanwhile, Creator gets a full scout. He got into the main. The Cure, he was late to lift. And Creator, he does confirm the 1-1-1. He does confirm the tech lab on the factory. Hasn't seen too much more than that, but so far, nice scouting by Creator. Meanwhile, Cure is unaware. Remember, Cure, no SCV scout, no Reaper scout, no nothing. Cure has no idea what's going on, but he's going for the initial Cyclone. From here, we can go for a Cyclone drop into an add-on swap into Cloak Banshee, or we can go Cyclone into early tank production. So we'll see if we go for the add-on swap after this. If you recall, Cure did open up just like this against Zaun in Game 2 on ley lines. Did go Cloak Banshee on ley lines. Yep, speaking of, there's the add-on swap. So it's going to be Cyclone into add-on swap into what should be Cloak Banshee. Again, this is the same build that we saw on ley lines. Meanwhile, Phoenixes are building up, and again, Cure has no idea. He has no idea what's going on. He's in position to deny the hallucination, so if hallucination scout comes in, would shut it down, but now he's dropping. Now he is dropping across the map. He will now confirm what is going on. Ooh, I assume Cloak Banshee opening up Raven, not doubling down, not committing, not going to Cloak. So we have a Raven play after this. Drops into the main. Phoenix is here to punish. Phoenix here to lift. Ooh, he has to get the hell out of here. Can he load in time? Oh, the medevac is going to go down. Yeah, massive pickup. Takes on the medevac. Does lift the Cyclone. And Creator, he will completely shut down the early game drop. Completely. And with that, Cure is in trouble. He's in trouble. He has to race back home. Again, he blindly face-checked with the drop. He had no idea what was waiting for him. And he gets punished. And now forced to make Vikings. 2 more racks behind this. Tank production has commenced. The Raven has to get the hell out of here. They'll slip away. Phoenixes, they confirm the tech lab on the starport, so this is a tell that there should be a Banshee or a Raven. But now goes for the tank, though. The tank is going to be focused down. And Kira, too many losses too quickly here. The tank does fall. Massive pick off. Marines, have vanilla Marines. No bunker, of course. No setup. No defensive setup, I should say. Now going for the Viking as well. Does lift. Does bring it down. And this is brutal damage. The Raven can achieve some counter damage, of course, with that auto turret. But only some. As another Marine falls. And another. Mining is being denied. Raven does get into the natural. Oh god. As this time the Cyclone does survive. And Cure holds. Curie does hold. Did cost him a lot of units though. 15 Marines, a tank, a Cyclone. The Medevac and the Viking from earlier. Raven goes down. Oh god. Brutal losses. The Raven goes down. And Kier's in a rough position. He just lost so many high-tech units here. He lost so many gas-intensive units. With that, Curie stuck at home, stuck recovering. Third TC is on the way. I was about to say he has to make a choice. Either go for a 2-base all-in, or try to recover and try to get back into this game into a longer game state. We have the answer. Third TC. Not an all-in. And Creator, he can chill. He can just calm down. He can saturate his bases, get a 4th base behind this, start taking him into splash damage. That's the one thing that's missing right now. We're going into +1 and charge. That is true. And we're setting up some vision here out on the map. But so far, we have no commitment into any splash damage. There it is at Templar Archives into Storm. So all the tech is on the way. And Creator should be safe to do so. Now, Cure, he can soon be active. We're waiting for Stim and waiting for the Medevacs. Once the Medevacs pop, then he can drop across the map. Until then, Creator, he is safe to be greedy. And ideally, he denies the drop. Phoenixes, they have map control. They do have map control. We have the proxy gateway on the way, just so we can reinforce and go for harassment, go for warpins, go for counterattacks. Cure. He will claim his 3rd. As he's claiming his 3rd, this is where we would need a 4th base, and Creator has yet to expand. Likewise, the rotation gets spotted. Creator, he is aware. Getting in position. But Curie doesn't commit, he pulls away. Still no 4th base, which is concerning to me. Oh, shield battery. So, Creator, he saw the move out and he's terrified that Cure is pushing. Now he confirms that Curie comes back home. So, basically, instead of these shield batteries, we could have seen an expansion. So, late 4th base out of Creator. As we're now going for a Robo as well. +1 armor. There's a cancel, so now he realizes. And I realize that he didn't need it. But this does delay. And now he expands. Because this Cure, he's recovering. He isn't back yet. It's like Creator still has the lead. He still has the advantage. Where's the 4th? We have the money for it. Creator, he's doubling down. Okay, so he's moving out. He's moving out. He's being aggressive. He's warping in instead. No 4th expansion. There it is, now on the way. This is late though. This is almost a 9-minute 4th. 9-minute 4th. Ay. But he does make up for it with the army. At least somewhat. Ghosts are on the way. Does catch some reinforcements. Arcos did morph in. Boys being pulled. Creator pushing in towards the 3rd. Nice positioning here by Cure. Very nice SimCity. And this so far hasn't been worth it. Unless Creator can break the natural. It does go in. Does camp some of the production. Nice trades hitting at the ghost. Oh, he can, and he will. Massive big off, takes down 2 ghosts. Nicely done. Zelsay busts into the bases. He's forcing the army out into the open. And now he can engage. But is it too late? Boys are being pulled. Yeah, nice response here from Cure. He does win back the army. Ooh, a lot of SCV is going to be going down. Yeah, Cure a little bit out of position. That's going to be 35 SCV kills. And Cure, he will clean up the army, he will defend, but at the cost of 40 SCVs. Yes, they're in the main base, killing more workers. And Creator, he has pulled Cure apart. From here, still trading with Marines, still worth it. And on the one hand, yes, his fourth base is late, but he did do the damage he was looking for. Again, 46 SCVs. He can have a late fourth. It's fine. It's perfectly fine, Papi. Initially, Cure, he was positioning really well. He was defending well. And then Creator, at one point, he decided, you know what? Your army's at the third. Let me just walk into the natural. And hey, it worked. Able to just pull Cure apart. And with that, Creator just has to defend against the all-in. At this point, Cure's all-in. Cure's down to 21 SCVs, barely an economy. It's all or nothing for Cure. Cure, what does he have? He has 2 ghosts, 1 Viking, a decent amount of Marines. Meanwhile, Zell warping into the main. Back at home, Creator, he doesn't really have much of an army. He's been missing warpins. He has 1,000 minerals. Creator has been skipping warpins. So this is a little bit more dicey than it needs to be, but he should still have enough. Yeah, he should still be fine. They're collapsing on the army. The army's overstimmed. And Creator, he will hold. Takes down the ghost. Does lift on the Widowmine. One mine shot goes off. Oh. Creator overextending. Has to pull away. Does pull away. Cure moving in. He still has a comparable army, but the medevacs is out of energy. Likewise, a little bit overstimmed as he can't quite top himself up. Colossus has arrived, and yeah, that's going to be a secure defense. GG gets called, and Creator, he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. Creator, he does take a lead in the series. Does take the first game. Again, a very intense game 1 is what I will say. Again, Creator, he had a really strong start. If you remember, it all began with Cure blindly face checking across the map with a Cyclone drop. He did face check with a Cyclone drop. He lost everything. He lost momentum, lost map control. With that, Creator, he instantly counterattacked. He was able to catch out some more key units. Vikings, Marines, Marauders. A lot of early game damage there did make Cure's early game really difficult, so really awkward. It allowed Creator to be greedy, if you recall. He was able to rush into the third base, build himself up. I would say Creator, he did overreact to the move out, and we saw that he took a really late fourth base and he threw down shield barriers they didn't need. I was a little bit dicey, but in the end, he just doubled down. He just doubled down and moved out across the map. Initially, Cure had some really nice positional play. I loved how he was moving into his middle lines and behind the depots and posturing against the charge lots. But that was at the third, not at the natural. The natural was exposed. Natural was exposed, and Creator, he saw the weak point, went for it. GG. GG, well played. With that, Creator to take a lead. And we are 1 game away from knocking the runner-up out of GSL Season 1 in the first stage of groups. Like, that is crazy. Like, Cure, he got 2nd place last season, which was like 3 weeks ago. Like, I say last season, not long ago at all, just because how close together the seasons are. But it also shows just how competitive the Korean scene, or the scene is right now, where a lot of these pro players, they're quite close in skill, especially I would say amongst the Koreans, players like Creator, like Zhang, like Classic, Solar, Shin, Rogue, Cure, Byun, Gumiho. They can all beat each other, right? Like they can all beat each other. They can all, on a good day, either one of them can beat the other. So it's very, very close in skill between all these players. And here this season, remember, to double down on how close in skill it is between all these players, Creator, he didn't even get into Season 1. He didn't even qualify. It wasn't even a part of it. Wasn't even a part of Season 1. And here he is in Season 2, potentially bringing Cure down. We're here to find out, though. We're here to find out. We're getting into game number 2. We're going to be loading into Maganatha for that 2nd game. Let's go. Let us go. So jumping in and spawning in the top left-hand corner of Maganatha, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the Red Protoss representing Alcazia Esports, leading the series 1-0. It is Creator. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Liquid down in the series. Can he fight back? Can he bounce back and force the ace match? It is Cure. We go. Whew, and again, Creator one game away from knocking Cure out of GSL. And Cure, he's up against the wall here in the elimination match. Double gas. Here we go. This is what he does best. Double gas opener out of Cure. None of this racks expand. None of this nonsense. We're doubling down. Now, if you recall, Cure, one of the last times you saw him on Maganatha, if not the last time we saw him on Maganatha, he did 2-base all-in. I will say that Maganatha, welcome. It is the largest map in the map pool. Rush distance by ground is long. There are a lot of bases, a lot of expansions to take. Despite that, you can still be cheeky. I mean, as it always is, this map favors longer macro and more defensive play, but just because it favors it doesn't mean you can't be aggressive, doesn't mean you can't go for all-ins. It just means that it's more difficult. It's more difficult to pull off. If Cure does commit into aggression, if it goes by unscouted, then it can work, of course. Goes for all the maps, really. For now, though, Creator, he does confirm, does get eyes on the factory, so he's aware of the double gas opener. With this is an aggressive start. It's a very tech-heavy start. Doesn't have to lead into an all-in, but aggression is going to be available here to Cure. With this, we have the reactor on the way. This could be for Reactored Reaper Hellion, or this could be for Reactored Marine into a faster starport, into a faster tech lab, into early drop play. So we'll see what it's going to be. As Cure, he will expand, CC on the low ground. Behind this, Creator just setting up back at home, has yet to invest into his tech of choice. Last game did go for a Stargate opener, which was unexpected, and that is why Cure got caught off guard. That's why he went across the map. No one was expecting Stargate play on Pylon, and expect the unexpected. I mean, it worked out well. This time, Twilight Council standard opener out of Creator. Go. Meanwhile, it is going to be Reactored Marine. Okay, so not Reactored Reaper Hellion, it's going to be Reactored Marine, which means faster tech lab, faster starport into faster drop play. From here, we should be going for the Cyclone. We could go Cyclone into Medevac and into drop into Cloak Banshee, into add-on swap. Otherwise, we can go into early tank production. We have the Cyclone on the way. Meanwhile, it's on Creator to figure out what's going on, to figure out how aggressive Cure is being. Ooh, as he does come into the shade, and as a result, yeah, he'll be punished. Yeah, a bit of a miscontrol there from Creator. He will lose one Adept. One Adept does go down. It's from here. Cure, here we go, does move out. No add-on swap. No add-on swap. He does rush into the tanks to early tank production here. Very early tank production. Bear that in mind. Cure moving out with his drop. Back at home, Creator is setting up. How many gateways? 3 gates. So 3 gate blink at a Creator. Very safe play into a bit of a more delayed third. Cure dropping into the main. Creator, he's somewhat in position. And he will deflect. Yeah, he will deflect. This from there, Marine's going to be picked up. Going to be zoned back. Creator, he holds. So far, it does hold. But we are building up towards an early push because that first tank is done. A second tank is on the way. We have the Raven follow-up here to support or to harass across the map. Marines are amassing. And we'll see when Cure does decide to break out. Behind this, Creator expands, gets his third, claiming his third base. You can see Creator is still just expecting drop play. He's ready in the main. 3 Stalkers in the main, 2 here towards the natural. Shield battery did finish as well. So very safe play here by Creator. And I'm curious to see when and if Cure stops tank production. So far he has 2, and 2 tanks is normal to defend. Third tank is on the way. We'll see if he ever stops, because we could build up to like 5 tanks and then go for a 2-base all-in. We have the eBay for +1. Add-on swap, okay. Only 3? No, he canceled. Yeah, he does cancel the tank. Only 2 tanks. Cancels the 3rd tank instead. Going for faster stim. So stim is on the way. To me, this reads like Cure is going to take a 3rd. If we went for more tanks, then I'd be more convinced that he was going to commit on 2 bases. But now that he's stopped tank production, I'm leaning more towards a 3rd CC. As the upgrades are on the way. Likewise, we have the standard follow-up here, so Blink into +1, into Charge, into delayed splash damage. This should lead into either Colossus or Storm, but we have Charge first. And this is to shut down any early game tank pushes. If Cure were to commit into a tank push, which isn't really happening yet. Oh. Here comes the Unsiege. Yeah, 3rd TC. 3rd TC. As you mentioned, he only made 2 tanks. Cure, he pokes out. Creator, he's here to slow this down. We'll slow this down. Ooh. Takes down the Cyclone. Likewise, Prism into the main. But there are reinforcements. There is production. Zalse drop in. Curie still committed. Still committed across the map. Ooh, throws down early auto turrets. Creator coming from behind. The mine shot's gonna be brutal. Ooh, do connect. They do connect. Cure setting up. That's still gonna be a lot of zealots. A lot of chargelots. Meanwhile, across the map, 5 SVs do go down. Nice damage. Creator setting up for the flank. And remember, Cure, he's expanding. He's expanding, getting a 3rd base. He's not all in. And we can see Creator trying to catch reinforcements, and it looks like he will. Oh, that's he. Yeah, there we go. Does get a Marine. Cure force back. And now he's isolated. And he's going to be broken. Yeah, the tanks are going to go down. They're exposed. They get cleaned up. At the same time, Cure dropping into the main. But he does get spotted. Creator is keeping up. But Cure should escape. Does pull away in time. And from here, the game will continue. I would say the Creator's in a better position. Creator, he's now got his Colossus up and running. He's now got his 4th base on the way. Cure just now taking his own 3rd. So far, so good for Creator. So far, so good. And the pressure's on Cure. Student chat, will you go to the Australia land? It's probably not. It's unfortunately just not the best weekend for it. I mean, it's a hard decision to make. I mentioned this before, but for the past like what 3-4 home story cups, we've been the B stream, and the Australia LAN actually is on the same weekend as home story cup, so we would have to forego casting home story cup, which I mean we could, I guess. So it is unfortunate that it's on the same weekend. Unfortunate. That's what the mines are going to be going down. Creator, he commits. Oh! We'll take a missile shot to the face. Anti-missile even. And Creator, he doesn't have to push into this. Yeah, especially not with that missile. Boy's being pulled. Creator, he has to back off. Brutal Concave is moving into. And Curie holds. He holds, he does punish. Decent force fields, locking down some of the army. Creator, again, he has to retreat. He cannot push up this ramp, not like this, but he's going to double down. He's still going. Moving in with the 2nd Colossus. Zealots have arrived. Decent pickoffs. Creator, he peels out towards the right hand side. Takes down the Widowmine. And does deny the 3rd base. Not bad. Doesn't the third. Cury's now stuck on the 2 base economy. Ghost production on the way for Cure. And Creator is still not stopping, by the way. He's still just reinforcing. He's still warping in. The Viking count is slowly building up, getting up to 4, so it'd be 5 Vikings. Likewise, it's also a very Marauder heavy composition. Base out the mine shots. Still 2 more mines behind this. And missile goes off on the Colossus. Creator checking for the 4th. No expansion. Behind this, he can take his own 5th. We'll take a mine shot to the face. Ghost Academy's exposed. It's tempting. He wants the Academy. Meanwhile, better concave here for Cure. Ready to collapse it. I mean, this is just a really brutal position for the Academy. It's really brutal. There we go. He has to pull the boys to save it. First Colossus goes down. Nice pickup. Gets 1. Gets 1. Gets up to 2. Second Colossus goes down as well. Before the main fight starts. Now 2 Colossus left. And Creator, he has to pull away. Has to back off. Takes down the mineral line. And Curie will take this fight, but he lost so many SCVs in the process. He's committed. He has to counter-attack. He has to go. He has to send it. He has to commit. Got to be thrown back, though. Has to pull away. Oh, and he has no mining. Like, he has no saturation here. Likewise, I don't think he has no 4th CC. No 4th base. Stuck on a 2 base economy. This is looking rough for Cure. And Creator does get a 5th. He gets a 5th expansion. So all the Creator has to do is play this slow. Just play this slow. I would say that there is onus on Creator to trade, though. Like, right now, Creator has a better economy. He'll have a larger bank to work with, and he should be more active, forcing out trades, picking off Marauders, picking off Ghosts, because Cure, he can't afford that. As Creator is somewhat being active. Dark Shrine on the way, second Robo as well. Gets a medevac. Also once again check for a 4th. There is none. And now Creator moves in. And Cure, he is maxed out. And ideally Creator, he wants to take the fight on Cure's half of the map. Again, Cure can still win a fight, and we expect him to. Like, we expect him to win a fight, but it's Creator that has, 1,500 minerals? Like, he has so much minerals in the bank, but he has to use it, right? He has to spend it. He can't just sit on it. Not here, not against Cure. So he wants to trade, he wants to bleed out some units, and trade with the army. Gets a Ghost. Does take down the Ghost. Ooh. Colossus does go down. Nova goes off. Bit of friendly fire. Yeah, rough engage. Creator, he has to pull back. Yeah, he has to pull away. We knew that Cure would win the fight, but again, it's going a little bit too one-sided. The Colossus do fall. Yeah, just a really awkward engage here from Creator. He does lose too much too quickly. This was not the fight to take. Caught out in the open. Nice Nova. We need Warpins. We need Warpins as quickly as possible. Creator, he has no gas. And Cure, he has to end the game. He has to end the game here and now. Creator, no gas income. Novas, they're buying some time. Creator catching reinforcements. Good positioning. Good positioning. Does pull away. Catching up more Marauders. Catching up medevacs. Base is going to go down. Yeah, again, Creator, he did fail to take these gases earlier. But Creator, he should now have enough. Oh, there's a recall. Does recall back home. Creator, the base is secure. Still no gases, still 1,000 minerals. Creator, he needs gases back. Yeah. And Creator, he at least saves the mineral line, but the probe count is still very low. Very low, and here we go. The main base has landed. Cure, he's maintaining himself. He has the 4th. Cure, he takes the lead. Creator, he was in such a good position. Such a good position here. Now, not anymore. So has potential with this army, but... Let's see. He's up to 2 Colossus. Okay. He's up to 2. They'll zone. So by just zoning away the army, retaking his base. Again, still very much a limited gas income. Ooh, as Creator's getting caught. He is aware of the 4th. He is now aware. At this point, we need runbys, we need counterattacks. We need to do something to hinder the economy here of Cure. For now, just going for the main fight. The Viking count is low. 6 Vikings. Creator, he can't handle that. Likewise, no mines. The natural's floating. Jesus. Never goes off. Gets a ghost. Vikings go for the Prism. Prism gets shut down. Massive pickoff. Oh, we got some decent Novas, but again, panicking a little bit here. Disruptors go down. Creator, once again, he does lose far too much. Does lose a Colossus as well. And no shot, Curie's done it. Curie, he's doing it at this point. He floats over the natural as a 5th. Curie, he has a booming economy. And Curie, he overwhelms. Does overwhelm, brings down the expansion. Again, Creator, he was doing well for himself, but the follow-up was not ideal. Like, late gases, late 5th base. Likewise, just a really rough fight here out in the open. That did go poorly. GG gets called, and Cure, he will bounce back, he'll recover. He will take game 2 and force the ace match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Again, Cure, he does fight back. And we are going all the way to game 3. Let's go. Let us go. And again, a very impressive comeback there by Cure. Again, Creator, alas, even though he did find himself with a lead, his follow-up was lackluster, referring to his gases, referring to his bases, referring to his economy. And likewise, we did see a really, really rough fight out in the open where he lost everything. Lost the Colossus, the Disruptors, and suddenly everything's going in favor of Cure. GG. GG, well played. Again, very impressive comeback there from Cure. Very impressive to be able to persist, to be able to persevere. And with that, we're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3. Let's go. As game 3 is going to be on ley lines. Here we go. As we are getting to the ace match, and here we go. Spawning in the bottom hand corner of ley lines, we have our South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing Team Liquid, clawing his way back into this series and forcing the ace match. The pressure, though, is still on. It is Cure. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Alcadzia Esports. It is Creator. We go. What's going on with Cure? I think once again, like I don't know what public or mainstream perception is, but in my mind at least, and I would stand by this, is that most if not all Koreans can beat each other. Like right now, as I mentioned before, I'll reiterate again. When it comes to currently the Korean scene, I'm referring to players like Creator, Cure, Bunny, Byeon, Gumiho, Rogue, Shin, Solar, Zaun, Classic. Like they can all like take series off of each other. Like right now, like they're all very, very close in skill. Obviously, some players they peak harder than others. That is true. And there's of course like a ranking system between them. But overall, like I can see anyone beating anyone at this point. When it comes to GSL, it's very intense. That's why it's honestly it's hard to call like any favorite players here outside of Hero. Like I would still say that Hero's probably the best player in Korea. But even then, like Hero had a really intense finals against him, you know, proving that he can contest against him as well. But it does make GSL just really brutal and really cutthroat and really unforgiving. Like, it's very unforgiving. Like, I think to put things into perspective, Shin, he got top 4 at DreamHack Dallas, right? He got top 4 at Dallas. He beat Clem. Shin, he qualified for Esports World Cup because of that. And do you know what his performance was like in GSL Season 1? Do you know what happened? Shin, he wasn't even in it. he wasn't even in Season 1 because he lost in the qualifiers. He didn't even he failed to qualify for Season 1, but he gets top 4 in DreamHack at DreamHack Dallas, right? Like, again, it shows just how cutthroat the Korean scene is right now, where it's very, very, very unforgiving. And anyone can beat anyone. But here we go. Go. So now we do have our initial opener here. Economic opener out of Cure, going for a Rax Expand. So it does dip into the main. The other example is Zound, right? Zound, he also failed to qualify for GSL Season 1, and hey, he's the first player out of the group. Like that, Zound. Oh wait, no, sorry. He lost. So in my brain, he beat Solar, but he beat Shin. Sorry, he beat Cure. Like Zound, he beat Cure, despite not even being in Season 1 of GSL. So Zound popping off. Again, it's just like a lot of players are very close in skill. Who's the other? Maru, of course. Another example. Doing well at DreamHack Dallas, but struggling in GSL, right? Maru, he didn't even get into the top 4, right? Like last season, Maru, he was top 8. He was knocked out in the round of 8 of GSL Season 1 and won Dallas. And again, it just shows just how close, how brutal. And it makes for a good season of GSL. Like it's hard to pick favorites, and anything can happen. It's all on the table, man. It's all on the table. For now, though, we're calming down. Economic opener, so there's just nothing really been happening here. So economic opener out of Cure, going for his early mind drop, going for some standard play from our Terran player. Meanwhile, Creator behind this, going into Blink, going to a Twilight Council, setting up the low ground, opening up 3-gate Blink. Very safe play from Creator, which is the same build that we saw last game. Same build. Cure does poke in. We do see the Creator, he will delay his third base by going for his gases first. So gases into a Robo, into a Warp Prism first. So a much more aggressive start actually out of Creator. This does mean that he's going to be pushing, he's going to be warping in before expanding. He's not going all in by any means, but this is a more aggressive variation of 3 gates. So here comes Creator. As he moves out, the Mind Shot's getting ready to move in. Cure back at home, 2 tanks in the main, 2 tanks in the main, and 2 bunkers on the low ground. Cure, he is ready. He is set up. Now, despite this setup, we could still find some damage, but it's going to be difficult here, as Cure is pretty well fortified. Creator, he's, I'm sure, tempted to go for Stim, but tanks are ready. Mind Shot going off, takes down 2 probes. 2 workers go down, still no third expand. This is a very late third. Very late by Creator. He's going for the Temple Archives first as well before the third base. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. So because they dip in, they don't quite get the tank. And not much has happened here, but again, because Creator was so committed on 2 bases and because he takes up so hard, he doesn't really have the economic lead that he should. So economically, right now, Curie's in a better position. Curie, he has the stronger economy, now going for the 3rd CC. The 3rd CC is on par with the timing of the 3rd base of Creator, which is terrifying, by the way. Like, typically, the Protoss wants to be up a base. They want to be up in expansion, to be even with the Terran, and that's not happening here. So the aggression was not worth it for Creator. He is going for earlier Storm, so this could still pay off, right? Like, if Cure is overly aggressive, if he moves out, If he takes a bad fight against Storm, then Creator can come back, of course. But right now, there's a lot of pressure on Creator, as this has been a shaky start. It's been very shaky. Oh. As one Stalker goes down. Creator being active. Trying to slow down the army or try to pick away at whatever he can. As I mentioned, like, there's a lot of pressure on Creator to get something like a medevac, some marine, some marauder. As he does have Storm. He has 3 High Templar in the War Prism. Let's go to 3 Templar. Observer gets spotted. Curie just moves out. As he moves out, Creator moving in. Not bad. Does hit the mineral line. Oh! Going for the SCVs. Cure out of position. Rotor goes down. Nice blink. So far, just takes down another Widow Mine. Bleeds out a Stalker, but Curie's forced back home. He's forced all the way back home. Okay, nice damage here from Creator. Behind this, claiming another expansion, going for a 4th. And again, this is what he needed. Nothing major, but, you know, got a Widow Mine. So we get a Marauder. Able to get a couple of SCVs, force back the army. Nice little wins here for Creator. As Creator, he's not in position. He's out of position here. He's over on the top side of the map. Cure moving in, going for the 4th, and looks like he will force a cancel. And Creator racing on over, but he's late here to the 4th. Feedback on the Raven. Nice feedback, but the 4th is denied. And we spoke about it earlier. There was a late 3rd base to begin with for Creator, now a late 4th. As Kira still has the better economy. Creator forced to expand elsewhere. Curie pulls away. He got what he wanted. Now it's going to be rotating. Creator playing it safe, falls back to his 4th base. At the same time, Cure working towards his ghost. 4th CC is on the way. Let's have his 4th base. And again, it's still on par with the 4th base of Creator. You can see Curie's going to be the first to max out. Again, he just had a better economy. Just straight up here this entire game. There haven't been any major clashes, but he has a lead. And Creator getting ready for a Zealot run by. Building up towards Colossus. Still very tense. And Creator playing this out slow. Now getting a second starport, going into mass Viking production. Ghosts are already massing up, joining the main army. Duscan does confirm Colossus. Does confirm the composition. We do see Creator, he goes to the Stargates, getting ready for Fleet Beacon, getting ready for Skytos. I think we're thinking a little bit too far ahead, but sure. As the army moves out, Zealots move in. Zealots and the War Prism as well. Ooh, Prism gets sniped. A couple of SCVs are falling. And Curie does turn around. He will bleed out a couple of workers. It's going to be 5 SCVs. Oh. Gets into the 3rd. Not bad. 7 SCVs. Nice trade. Takes on 7 workers. Curie forces him to turn around. So a nice run by here by Creator, and again, this is what he needs. He needs these run bys. Needs them to get damage done. At the same time, Cure, he rotates with the 5th base. The 5th base is exposed. There's a cancel. Missile goes off. Does cover the army, and this base is gone. Yeah, the base is forfeit. Oh, nice storm! Nice one with the ghost. One ghost goes down, but the base is still gonna fall. The creator just cannot engage. Not like this. Does catch the tail end of the army. Gets one medevac. Gets a medevac, but the planetary is now done. Here he defends back at home. And creator is still on the back foot here. So we have an even base count. Kyr's rotation gets spotted. Creator, he's ready. And here we go. Fleet Being's on the way. Second Stargate's on the way. Creator, he is working towards Sky Toss. We'll see if he can get there. Oh no! Never's going off. Massive connections! Oh my god! Yeah, Curious caught with his pants down. Brutal connections to the face. Creator. Do we move out? Do we push? Unfortunately, again, he's taking up, right? He's taking up. He's working towards Sky Toss. There we go. He's being active. He is being active. Now is the time. Can he, I was gonna say can he deny the fourth base, but it's already a planetary. Creator poking in, but alas, Curie's already up the ramp. He's already on top of the ramp. Creator cannot push up this ramp. Not like this. Cure defends. Okay, Cure, he does defend. Carrier production has begun. +1 air attack is on the way. We're working towards Sky Toss. Oh my god. Very nice EMP. Brutal catch. Takes down 2 observers. Likewise, Cure is already working towards his advanced ballistics, towards limited range. 3rd starport on the way. So on the one hand, yes, Creator, he's working towards Sky Toss. On the other hand, Cure, he's already working towards his air Terran as well. He's already got plenty of Vikings and already working towards his upgrades. Already working in that direction. Once again, we're calming down. Cure, he has now successfully established that 5th base. Creator working on the 6th. Both armies building up their banks. Ooh. As Creator, he will bleed out a couple of high-tech units. Disruptor goes down. When it comes to our main army compositions here, I'll be honest, I feel like Creator, his is a little bit of a kitchen sink. It's a little bit all over the place. He's got Disruptors, Colossus, Storm, and he's working towards Carriers, that's true. But we'll see if we can bring it all together. I'm not too convinced by the Sky Toss right now, I'll be honest, but we'll see. We'll get there. Carriers are okay. They're okay. Not as ideal as Tempest. But they have their place. Nova goes up. Nice splits. Very nice splits. And Nova connects with mainly Marauder. The base goes down. Expansion falls. Creator, he cannot save this. Losing another expansion. Brutal EMP. Oh my god. Nice storms. As Curie does get his own back. But so far, I will say a better trade for Cure as he does claim the expansion, does shut it down. Now, Cure, I don't think he's seen the Sky Toss yet. He's unaware completely of what's going on. There we go. Does see the Mothership. Mothership is spotted. And the carriers are about to be revealed. Cure has to back off. Does pull away. Oh my god. Yeah, Vikings overextend. They're under the slow zone. And Vikings are going down. Yeah, massive loss there for Cure. Creator gaining ground. Cure down to, what, 3 Vikings? Yeah, Vikings were called out. And this is Creator's moment. Oh, doesn't quite get on top of the planetary. Cure's holding on. Again, making 6 Vikings at a time. Getting to live Viking Ghost. So building up those liberators. They do reposition. They do reposition here. So far saving the base. 10 SCVs go down. But Curie's holding. So far he's holding on. He needs more time for more Vikings. Now, my big concern against the carrier here is that the carriers have less range. They're not ideal against this composition as much as Tempest. But they do have a lot of damage output, and they do get the planetary. Nicely done. Planetary goes down. Takes down two of the liberators. As he has bled out all of his disruptors. No more disruptors. Only one High Templar. No Storm. The splash damage here is lacking. And without Novas, he can't stop the main army. Here come the EMPs. Not quite. There we go. EMP goes off. EMP does go off. The Colossus are exposed. He has to pull away. Vikings move in. He gets one. Now there's one Colossus left. Like, that's the splash damage. One Colossus. Disruptors are on the way. But this is a risky push here from Creator, as he will lose his Crown Army. Yeah, carrier goes down as well. He gets one, going for another. Another carrier falls. Just a really rough fight here for Creator. Disruptors, now they arrive after the fight ends. And Cure did outtrade. He outtraded. Like, disruptors are so necessary when you go Skytoss like this. I'll say disruptors alongside Storm as well. Obviously, Storm, they're vulnerable to EMPs, but they also hit the air, right? They're also a good way to zone away the Vikings. Speaking of, Vikings moving in. We are up to, so far, 3 disruptors. Decent Storm. And now we begin Tempest production. Curious game map control. So far, so good. He's up to how many? He's up to 18 Vikings. It's a lot of Vikings. There's still only 2 High Templar. Like, the low High Templar count is concerning. Again, without Storms and without Archons, it means that these Vikings, they can go to town. There's not much to stop them from just diving on the carriers. This is also why Tempest are superior in this kind of game state. Tempest, they do a great job at kiting. They have more range. They obviously get the first shot off. They can punish the army. But also they can stutter back. Carriers less so. Likewise, carriers also reliant on interceptors for damage. And we have plenty of Marines. So carriers, they just don't really scale well here. And one carrier already goes down. Brutal EMP. Going for another carrier. Does get it. Oh, barely not. One shot away. Decent Storm on the Vikings. But the base does fall. Oof. Creator just getting bullied back. Like, at this one, he has abandoned carrier production, just going pure Tempest. But like, it's a little bit later here. Late. Oh, nice Nova. Gets 2 ghosts. We have another Starport, again just going Mass Viking. Going for all the Vikings. Another ghost falls. The ghost does fall. Likewise, so does the carrier. This Creator is pulling away. And what's important here is that Creator, he has been bleeding out some units. True, he has been bleeding out units, which is brutal, but it's only been like 1 carrier at a time. So far, I would say that Creator's doing a great job at transitioning and kind of transitioning his army into a more Tempest-heavy composition. He's getting there. He is getting there. Likewise, earlier, if you remember, he had no disruptors, now he has 5. So built up to 5 disruptors. His High Templar count is still a little bit low, but it's there. So Creator, he has been refining his army. It's been getting better over time. But so has Cure. Cure going for the southern base. Zel's able to distract. But the expansion is going to go down. Does get the Nexus. Likewise, Zel's taken into the mineral line. 5 SCVs full. How many Vikings do we have? 20, okay, 22? Soon to be 25. 25 Vikings, gets a Tempest. Tempest goes down. He has to be so cautious with his army movement. Has to be so careful. One wrong move, he will lose everything. Nova's going up. Up! Nova will connect. Not quite. Oh my god, the splits are brutal. Oh my, that's crazy. He splits against everything. The Novas don't connect every time this goes down, and Cure, he's going for it. He's going for the kill, takes out the expansion, and just keep going from here. That was an insane trade. That was all like 5 Novas and 1 grazed the army. Cure, calm down. The target fighting was brutal. He was able to focus down like 3 disruptors, and he dodged the other 2. Tempest fell, and with that, Curie's doubling eye control. Curie, he's maxed out. Storms Azo in the army. I mean, the Storms are good. Storms are good. But we're running out of Storms. Now we are running out. Down go all the carriers. The ground army is struggling for Cure. He has to pull away. Get a messy fight. The Storms are the MVPs. And the Vikings are gonna fall. Does take down all the Vikings. Tempest, they get so much damage done in the back line. And Creator, he holds. Again, it was a brutal start to the fight with the Creator losing half his army. But he held with the Tempest, he held with the Storm. Still close, still tense. Likewise, Cure, he lost 22 Vikings. He has to build up from the beginning. Has to rebuild his Viking army. Creator, he's up to 5, soon to be 7 Tempest. I feel like 7 is the most we want to go to. We don't want to make too many. Tempests are good, but they do require support. They do require ground army. They require disruptors, Storm. Bear that in mind. Army stims in. Nova goes up. Good connection. Yeah, Nova does connect. Bio army going to be going down, but he does stim in. We have more cells coming in. Colossus does kite back. Yeah, and so far the Tempest, they come out on top. He takes out every single Viking. And Cure is being broken. Denies the mineral line. Better fight here by Creator, just barely. He's on how many? He's on 5 Tempest. Still on 5. Denies the base. Now going for the expansion. Oh! Has to retarget. Without a Tempest. Yeah, Stalker's out of position. They weren't there to protect. So a bit of mismovement there from Creator. Nice brutal EMP. Losing another Tempest. But overall, these are still better trades here for Creator. Again, picking away at the Vikings. Picking away at the army. Yeah, this cliff face is brutal. Cure, he just can't engage. No, without Vikings. See Creator playing it safe. Does try to play it safe. Heads into the mineral line. I do think Creator could have kept going for the planetary. But the last Creator, he backs off. I mean, it's a very tense game, so he doesn't want to throw his lead. But I think he could definitely keep pushing. Just lacking a bit of confidence. At this point now, it's a little bit too late. Now we have more Vikings. Viking count is built up. There we go, get 7 SCVs. Stalkers are ready. And Cure, he abandons the base. He does abandon. Creator, we can go for it. Again, Creator, he's terrified because he doesn't know where the army is. Yeah, he has no idea that there's a recall. Good read. Does keep up with the rotation. I feel like he could have still gotten the expansion, but Creator is playing as safe as possible. The army has arrived. And Curie does abandon the base. Does abandon. CC should go down. Oh, I say that. Never mind. Do we not have the upgrade? Yeah, there's... I noticed how little damage the Tempest were doing to the planetary here as well, but Creator, he does not have tectonic destabilizers. He doesn't have the Tempest upgrade. Like that's arguably one of the most important upgrades, at least in this kind of game state. Pappy, calm down. get the upgrade. So again, the buildings are a little bit more robust than they otherwise would be. So no tectonic destabilizers. So there's a bit of an oversight here from Creator. That would help quite a bit. Likewise, Creator pulling away. Does get eyes on the would-be expansion. At this point, Creator's max, and he should be trading. We've been here before. We spoke about this on Maganatha. But Creator, he has a bank. He has to make use of it. Doesn't mean to push all the way in and to take up bad fights, but again, should be a little bit more assertive here. Because he can afford to replace his army a portion at a time. Stalkers out of position. Stalkers, where are they? They should be here. Carrier goes down. As I'll say, do get into the mineral line. Stalkers, they hit the low ground. This Creator does pull away. A bit of an awkward setup. Building more Colossus, more Tempest. Once again, getting up to 7. Now, when does he notice that the Tempest are doing less damage than they should? As they're tickling the buildings. Do we notice, Pappy? Do we notice? Now pulling away. Curie's down to 32 SCVs. Barely any mining. But he's slowly maxing out. Again, this is why I feel like, again, Creator should be assertive here. Picking up a worker here and there. A Viking here and there. There it is. He notices. There we go. Takes on his destabilizers. He's on the way. He's on the way. Oh. Oh, brutally MP. Brutally MPs. As again, pushing into this position is going to be more difficult, but abusing this cliff face, I mean, it's still viable. To come in and pick away at the mineral line, to force in the Vikings, to punish them with the Stalkers, like this is still a viable location. We don't have to send it down mid. We don't have to. But Cure's maxed. Now, what's scary here is that Creator, he had like a 40 supply lead for quite some time. Not anymore. He has lost that lead. He still has a bank to work with. He still has better saturation, better economy. But what's scary here is that Cure can take a fight. We get a decent storm. Oof. Liberators, they do punish. Liberators do punish. Meanwhile, 12 probe kills across the map. 13, 14 probes. Oh, brutal damage. They're losing a lot of workers. Likewise, gas income is limited here for Creator. As he has to resaturate those bases. Curie's back in this game. 100%. He's back in this. Like, for the past, I want to say, like, 5-6 minutes. Like, Curie's been on the back foot. But Creator, he wasn't aggressive enough. And now Curie's stabilized. He's stabilized once again. Again, this is reminding me of Maganatha, actually. And Kira has a terrifying army now. He's got the freedom, got the libs. I would say that Kira could do with more Vikings, but I mean, at the moment he's maxed. Ready by a heavy. When was this game played? Less than a week ago. But yes, last week. In the middle of the EWC qualifiers. So I guess a couple of days ago. Oh. Like 5 days. 6 days. Yeah, Screwy does push out the right hand side. Ooh, does get into the mineral line. Likewise diving in. As he goes with the Tempest. But he will lose the base. 12 throw kills and the Nexus. Ay, ay, ay. And he's getting more bases. More bases going down. Oh. More bases going to be falling. Creator now pushing in. No EMPs. Does punish. Nice Nova. Nice Nova here from Creator. Meanwhile, Cure getting another expansion. He's pushing forward. Once again, the Novas are popping up. Takes down 2 more ghosts. That's what, like 6 ghosts? 6 ghosts going down. Gets into the mineral line. Again, what's the Viking count? 16? 16 Vikings. Creator bullying the ground army. We can see Cure coming in from behind, setting up a surround. As the main army gets spotted. Now going for the planetary. Disruptors, oh, they are moving forward. Gets another ghost. Another ghost goes down. Liberator does fall. Curator is pushing in. And can he do it? Can he break here and now? So far, working himself into the bases. He can always recall if need be. Cure attempting to surround. Nice movement here by Creator. Yeah, does avoid the surround. Pulls back. Nice low zone. Like, these are the fights that Creator's been missing. Let's go. Oh my god. As Vikings are punished. And sure, Creator, he lost some bases, but he has top left. He has a fresh mining base. He could do with some gases, as he has no gas income. Has very limited gas income. But overall, he's maxed out. He's been bullying the ground army. Another Viking falls. Nova's coming in. Oh! Disruptor does pull away. And he's going for it. There we go. Now he's going for it. Zoning Storm. The army is now pinned. Now the army is now trapped. Creator just able to pen him in. Still playing it slow. Connect with another Nova. And again, Cure. He was last season's runner-up, Pappy. Let's go. He was the runner-up. But nah, not this season. Here, what, like 2.5 weeks later, Season 2, Creator rocks up. So does Down, of course. Storm goes off. GG gets called, and Creator, he will bring it back. He will take the series 2-1, knocking Cure out of GSL. GG. Whew. Oh my god. Very tense, very tense. GG, well played again. That was a very, very tense final game. Cure, I should say that Creator, he found himself with a lead, found himself ahead, and that lead slowly evaporated. Like, it slowly slipped out of his fingers. Cure was able to max out. Cure was sniping base. Cure, he was able to bounce back in that game. But finally, towards the end, we saw a better engage from Creator, just nibbling away at the army, at the bases, slowly over time, just out-trading Cure. And Cure, he had no economy behind it, he had no worker count. He lost his most important mining base, and he was just being bullied by the Tempest, by the Disruptors. GG. GG, well played. I feel like Creator could have done that a little bit sooner, but regardless, did pull it off nonetheless. And with that, Creator, he'll advance on to the decider match. Whew. GG. Oh my god. GG, well played, congratulations. Creator, he will claim the series. Again, very close, very intense, and with that, Cure, he is out. May have gotten second place in Season 1, but here in Season 2, he is out in the first round of groups. And we have one series remaining here. We have the decider match. We have the decider match. It is going to be a best of 3 between Creator and Zown. Oh boy. It's going to be a PvP between our two players. Between our two Protosses. So Zown has been patiently waiting. Again, really well done here by Creator. And again, Creator, he was playing really well throughout the series, especially on, like, Maganatha was another one. I was talking about how I was reminded of Maganatha because Maganatha was a game where Creator had a lead, Creator had an advantage, and he overextended. He lost that lead, and Cure, he clawed his way back in. Like, from the brink, it was an impressive performance there by Cure, but also Creator did make some mistakes there and did lose that lead, and it was looking similar in game 3, not gonna lie, where Creator had the advantage and he was slowly, like, maybe giving Cure a little bit too much breathing room, too much time, and taking some worse fights or some rougher engagements, and it was close. It was clutch. Regardless, GG, well played. With that, congratulations. We now have our final series of the broadcast. That PvP is ahead of us here. It's going to be a PvP. Once again, game 1 is on Persephone. I think every series so far. Jesus. Oh, actually, my apologies. There was one series. It was Creator and Cure, of course. Creator and Cure. Game 1 was on Pylon. Game 1 was on Pylon, but that was the only series that started on Pylon. Every other series has been on Persephone, including this one. Let's go.